to your daily divine messages from Spirit. If you are new to my channel, my name is Princess Leah. I'm an intuitive artist and healer. I pull from the highest frequencies from Spirit through the healing arts as well as the performing arts to heal the heart of a woman and the soul of mankind. I love to use the tools for my daily divines of channeling through tarot, oracles, as well as some prophetic downloads. So today, this video is meant for you if it's finding you and you're watching this right now. We are entering the new moon in Pisces, which is our final new moon of the zodiac wheel, which is a great time for planting seeds for new beginnings, as well as closing out and closing doors on things that are no longer serving. If you are a returning family or friend, welcome back, beloved. You may notice that the setup is a little different. You can kind of see the shadows of something, of the window seal and things like that. But I wanted to just get some sunshine because it has been such a beautiful week. The window is wide open, so you may be hearing some of the background sounds of dumpsters, people, throwing things away as we're talking about this final new moon of closing out things that are no longer a part of your soul alignment, your soul ascension. So definitely take that into consideration of what kind of intentions you're setting today for this new moon in Pisces, okay? Very, very ethereal, psychic, emotional, intuitive Pisces, the dream state. Maybe you're getting a lot of messages in your dreams. So if you feel like you have been resting, sleeping, and just getting a lot of different kind of downloads, that's your spirit guides speaking to you, planting seeds within you of how you are moving and navigating to this next shifted timeline. Okay, so wherever Pisces falls in your chart, we all have a 12th house. The 12th house rules the dream space, but wherever Pisces is in your chart, definitely take a look and see how there are new seeds being planted. But let's go ahead and tap into the heart space to see if there's any prophetic downloads before we jump into our cards. You can place your hand on your heart. Just listen to the sound waves, the frequency of this heart chakra. If anything comes to you, that message is for you. I just heard "don't rush," and I just let out a big exhale. So I'm hearing perhaps "don't rush." You don't need to rush into the next projects. You don't need to rush into your next timeline. As things are coming to an end, I know that can be a little bit uncomfortable because you're like, well, if this is ending, then what's next? And you want to rush into those new downloads that come through, these new ideas. You want to hurry up and build. But I'm hearing Spirit say, don't rush. Let it unfold naturally. Let it trust that these seeds are being planted and are coming into fruition. I know it can feel kind of scary when you don't know what's next. For some people, it could be you don't know where your next paycheck, you don't know where your next meal, you don't know if you're going to be able to replenish, but these things of not knowing where these things are going to come from is a part of the lack mentality. And if these are coming up a lot, that means they're coming up to be released, which means it's then within your energetic power to choose if you're going to believe and let those limiting, disempowering belief systems continue, or if this is the door you're going to close of letting them rule your life. And by choosing can simply mean shifting out of this belief that you can't, shifting out of the belief that there's not enough, or that you don't know where it's going to come from. So as soon as you feel that uncertainty of, will I be able to get these bills paid? Will I be able to feed my, children? Will I be able to have enough? Instead of coming at it from that frequency of lack, Spirit is saying to shift the vocabulary is the first step. Shift the vocabulary from I can't to how can I. Spirit's been saying that a lot lately. Puts you in a solution mindset, and solution mindsets, the solution cannot be found on the same frequency as the problem. Thank you, Spirit. I know that's a saying, so I appreciate that. Abundance and lack cannot be met on the same frequency. Love and fear cannot be met on the same frequency. Yes, you can have you can feel two things at once. So I'm hearing two things can be, what I'm hearing is two things can be true at once, but you can't feel them both at once. Or at least one of them, if you are feeling them both, one of them's going to be more dominating, and whichever is the more dominating, even if it's 49 versus 51%, the 51%, if it's 51% of lack but 49% of abundance and trust, that 51% by 2% difference is actually what's going to then be what comes into fruition. You can't control your circumstances. You can't control the outcomes. You can't control, what other people do or say. But what you can control is your energy, the energy you bring into the room, the thoughts that come into your head, or at least the vocabulary you choose to persist and to agree with. You can't control the thoughts that come in your head, but you can control if you're going to agree with it or not. Thank you, Spirit. So let's see what Spirit has to say about that, if there's any other additional messages that Spirit wants to say about that in the Star Child Akashic Tarot. I'm also hearing I don't have enough, or I don't have the money, or all of those things, shifting that into I don't have it yet, or it's on its way, or money is coming, or I'm doing the things I need to do. I'm hearing with Mars going direct, there is a strong collective field that's been pulling through me around a lot of frustration. And that could be because Mars has been in retrograde in Cancer for 2 months. And even just Mars in Cancer in general is not its strong suit. Mars is action. Mars is moving forward. Mars is being assertive and taking action. And Cancer is the feels. Cancer is the intuition. Cancer is the emotional state. And so, yeah, look at this. So I'm feeling like maybe you've been feeling kind of frustrated. You at the bottom of the deck, the High Priestess, this collective feeling of frustration, like I'm not doing enough because enough isn't happening, enough isn't doing. But I'm hearing that the masculine energy of Mars and the masculine collective within us all, which we all carry masculine collective, that's the doer, that's the bringer into fruitioner, right? Is feeling at a standstill in Cancer, and as it's now just coming direct in Cancer, it's like, okay, finally we're not in retrograde, let's move. And I'm hearing it's still trying to push and force Cancer energy to move, but because Cancer is still about feeling, it's feeling more of this you're feeling that frustration, but I'm hearing the frustration because of this standstill. But with this High Priestess coming out at the bottom of the deck, is telling me that Spirit is wanting us to really take in that frustration and really look at what is the reason behind the frustration. You know, is it because we're afraid? Is it because we're worried? Yeah, 9 of crystals, 9 of pentacles. So we're feeling maybe there's that frustration, like, I'm not going to have enough to be able to take care of my things. I'm not going to be able to, be independent. I'm frustrated that I have to depend on people. I'm frustrated that I have to depend on, this particular job when it's not serving me, or I'm not happy at it, or because I want to be doing my own, my own thing. You're feeling frustrated because you're worried that you aren't able to build in from your own independence. For some of you, this might also be a romantic frustration. You're frustrated because you want things to be moving forward faster with a particular person, or you want something to be moving forward at all with a particular person. Maybe you're wanting to have some incoming offers and proposals from someone, or just at all. Maybe you have someone in mind that you're waiting for, or maybe you have someone that, or just in general, you're like, where are my suitors? Where are my courters? Where are my, but this Knight of Cup is also about, a proposal of something that is romantically fulfilling. But I'm hearing Spirit say the frustration that you're seeking and waiting for from an external source. This is going to be cliche, and so I'm going to hear people rolling their eyes because I can already hear it. I can already hear my own inner child and own inner little self rolling its eyes at Spirit by saying, that your happiness comes from within first. You know that your security comes from within first. You know that your abundance comes from within first. Why? Because that anything that comes into fruition starts with, which is the fruition is the masculine, starts with the energy, which is the feminine. It starts with the emotions. It starts with the thought, the idea, the desire. So don't get frustrated that your desire is not here yet. See that the glare is not doing this justice, but anyway, see that, this see that this desire is on its way, that it's in the vortex, that it's incoming instead of it's not here. Because the 9 of crystals and Knight of Cups is a beautiful energy, but if you're feeling this frustration that it's not here because you can't see it, touch it, taste it, smell it, lick it, you can't use it, you can't spend it, you can't sleep with it, you can't whatever, you're like, it's not here. But Spirit is saying it all starts within first. Trusting that the reason why you're frustrated is because you can feel it. You know that it's close by. You can sense that there's something coming in, whether it is a external proposal or offer or romantic, connection, or whether it's something that is abundant in the sense of financial incoming. You can feel that it's on its way, but it's that's why that High Priestess was here. It's in the vortex. It's in the vortex that all you have to do is is raise your frequency to the receiving mode of it. Right now, as soon as the moment you say it's not here, is you're pushing out away that receiving mode. You're resisting and rejecting the ability to receive. We have communication co-creation. So yes, your spirit guides are letting you know that we are sending all of those desires to you. It's like they are putting all their energy, all their powers, all their, focus into all that you are asking and desiring. But you got to receive it. You have to be in the receiving mode of saying, it is here. Look at that. Your unlimited self and harmonic flight. Yeah. There's a third one. What's that? Radical expansion. Okay. This is beautiful. Okay. This is very beautiful. So yeah, for someone, you're feeling you know, the connection with a divine counterpart. This is the Twin Flame card in Izzy Ivy's Beyond Lemuria deck. So you are feeling this, there's a little bird I can see the shadow of on the, right outside the window on my balcony. Birds are of communication. Birds are messengers, and they're also spirit guides. And this little one is just hopping around. You can't see it, but I can see the shadow of it. So that's what I'm hearing. This is a message, okay? So what you cannot see, some of you are feeling the connection with your divine counterpart in the 5D, in the non-physical, perhaps even in the dream space. If you know, with that Pisces energy. But because spiritually you can feel them, but physically you can't. What's happening is you're coming into that unlimited self. Your highest self is coming online, and it's radically expanding you to this harmonic flight, to this union of your highest self, seeing yourself in another, soul recognition, but also union with your masculine and feminine energy within yourself, so that you can come into that 9 of crystals of your internal abundance, internal union. And I'm seeing communication, co-creation. I couldn't help but there's like this little tiny thing like pushing, and Spirit wants me to see this is the 10th chakra merging with the divine, the soul star chakra. Communication, co-creation to merge with the divine. Your unlimited self is coming online to radically expand your highest energy, frequency, so that you can meet all that you are requesting and desiring into the physical by being in the receptive mode of already feeling as if it's here, already trusting that it is here, and that will pull it into the physical. Because your frequency is not in a space of lack. Your frequency is not in a space of I don't have it. The frequency is not in the space of it's not here. It's in the frequency of it is here, and therefore the law of attraction has to abide by that. That's why if you communicate with your guides, with divine, with source, by saying I receive, I'm here, this is, you know, I feel you, I acknowledge you, I appreciate you. You co-create all that it is that you are coming into. You are tapping into your highest self, this 9 of Pentacles. Look, 9 crown chakra, 9 of crystals. We are in the year of 9, okay? 40 may be a significant number. 29 might be a significant number, reducing to 11, which is also that ascension number. That's too many. Number 21 might also be a significant number. So right now, with that frustration, the Mind Hustle by my friend Rachel Thomas wants you to know, Spirit is saying through this Mind Hustle, it is okay not to be okay. Even if you are feeling very frustrated, that's okay. Find peace knowing that you have the capability to move through this. Really beautiful. And I love how this is like an indigo color. That's your third eye. Okay, your third eye might be spiraling. Your mind may be spiraling like a tornado. It is okay. It is okay if you are not okay right now. Oh, look. Speaking of, I love when the author comes out to introduce themselves. There's meet my friend Rachel. Okay, so maybe some of you are in the corporate world. She spent 15 years in the corporate world balancing career, marriage, and motherhood of 3. Rachel Thomas created her brand, The Mind Hustle, to keep people worldwide, to help people worldwide find an energetic balance to their grind and align with their best self. Rachel loves talking all things mindset on her podcast, Hustle and Flow. I love that. Hustle and Flow. I was just actually watching this new reality, it's not new, but it's a reality show. It's a rap reality show called Rhythm and Flow. And so that's what this is reminding me of. So maybe some of you are lyricists, maybe you're rappers, maybe you're aspiring rappers and musicians, and that's what you're feeling like is coming in. You're feeling so close to this calling, you're feeling so close to this dream that you've been calling in your whole life, and you're waiting for that offer. You're waiting for someone to offer, you know, a record deal, or, you know, some sort of, you know, some sort of relief, you know, some sort of break for you to really be able to be in your craft, you know. And maybe you're trying to find, or maybe you're trying to find your rhythm to flow and hustle in this world right now, whatever your craft is, whatever your soul purpose is, your unlimited self. And that can feel really frustrating, and it's okay if you're not, if you're frustrated. It's okay that it's not, it's okay that it is, that it is where it is. It's okay that you are where you are. But keep finding those words that can be more in the positive. And I'm not saying like, you know, positive, toxic positivity kind of thing where you don't even allow yourself to feel frustrated. That's why I'm saying it's okay not to be okay. I'm hearing Jessie J's song, it's okay not to be okay. Okay? Sometimes it's hard to follow your heart. Tears don't mean you're losing, everybody's bruising. Just be true to who you are. Okay? I have a dance of that on my Instagram, so if you guys want to watch that, that's one of my intuitive channels, and I have a dance to that song, so you can definitely go find me on Princess Leah 888 if you want to find it. But anyway, that might be, that might inspire you. That might also, maybe you're a dancer. Maybe it looks like she's dancing here. Maybe you need to hear that song and just dance yourself, dance to it yourself. Because it's, you know, sometimes we forget. We think we have to hustle and grind and move all the time. That's that Mars energy. But sometimes we need to also just sit back and allow it to come in, which is that Pisces, Cancer, water energy. Okay, this new moon, remember, it is in the darkness. New moons are in the darkness. You cannot see the moon, right? So it's at the darkest of the night, and you can feel scared in the darkness. And this is actually, I have to wrap this up for the sake of an appointment I have, but I had a dream last night, speaking of Pisces and dreams, that I was driving all night. It felt like the entire time I was asleep, I was driving in the dark. So this is very, very symbolic. I was driving in the dark. I was scared in my dream because I felt like at any moment I could be falling off of a cliff. At any moment I could be like, there could, you know, and I was just kind of trying to drive through the fields. I was trying to see as much as I could see. I was trying to make sure I didn't feel like my headlights were on. Like, I was just trying to trust my intuitive guidance. I felt like I was driving too fast and swerving too much. This bird out here is really singing too in the train. So this is definitely confirmation and a message for somebody, okay? So if you feel like you're driving in the dark and you're not sure, and right now, because we're at this completion of the end of the zodiac, but also a new moon of new cycles, it's like this void. And this was kind of a part of the reading for my Tea+Tarot Tuesday for the Gemini series, or Gemini collective, during my all sign series. So yeah, this bird is going crazy. So someone is a Gemini listening to this too, or maybe you have Gemini in your chart, but whatever the case is, or the lovers of the Gemini, right? So if this is like, you feel this way in a career, if you feel this way in a romantic space, or both, or if you're feeling like you're just in this void and you're not sure where to go because you're having these endings, but you're in the middle of the ending and the beginning, honk for confirmation. You're at the end of, and that's what the 9 is as well. The 9 is right into completion. It's like it is the completion. You get to 10, that is the completion, but it's also the beginning, right? 10 also reduces to 1. So where you're feeling this, like, I know this new beginning is here. I know this ending is coming to completion. I know that I'm coming into radical expansion. I know I'm coming into harmony with my divine soul counterpart and my highest version of myself. I know I'm communicating and co-creating with life, with my guides, with universe. I know there's an incoming offer, but right now it's not physically here, tangibly here, and I'm frustrated, Mars, because I feel like I need to be doing more, Mars. I feel like I need to be seeing more, Mars. But all I can do is feel it, Cancer. All I can do is sense it and intuitively connect to it, Pisces. And that is frustrating AF, Mars. Okay, this is there's so much more in that we could talk about, but those are the planets and the signs that are strongly engaging right now. So it's okay. Yeah, the train's like, yes. Okay, the train, I'm hearing spirit is just communicating, and like, I can hear people that are watching this agreeing, like, yes, this is how I feel. Thank you, confirmation of this train and these birds, right? Nature is trying to speak to you. Messages are trying to come and communicate with you in all realms. But you have to allow yourself, open yourself up to receive it. Okay? So maybe someone's name is Rachel. I don't know. Maybe you need to go to a meet and greet and you'll meet someone named Rachel who's also going to like move you through something. I don't know. Maybe you need to connect to her, Rachel Thomas, I think, on her Instagram. Okay. If that's the case, then absolutely. She is definitely a beautiful divine soul. But anyway, I hope that this helps. This is really beautiful. I could talk about this and go into this and feel into this more for so much longer, but I have to let you go. So just take this as it resonates. Just meditate on it some more. You're doing everything right. You're not doing anything wrong. You can't get it wrong because you're never getting it done, because you're always unfolding. You're always co-creating. You're always expanding, period. So, if this does help, then definitely give this video a thumbs up so it can be shared to the algorithms for YouTube for someone to find. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you will receive a tea and tarot soul session. With each soul session, you'll get a tarot reading, as well as a 1 ounce loose leaf handcrafted tea from my FemRems apothecary. So you can message me on my Instagram, Princess Leah 888, or you can email my FemRems at femrems811@gmail.com, and we will connect. So I hope that this helps. Until next time, my beautiful beloveds, peace and love. Namaste. Bye.